Welcome to the Funny Neighborhood Podcast. I am your host, Jay, aka Jay Duce, aka Mr. Prolific, aka I don't know how much longer I'm doing AKAs. This is episode set 66 from how I'm posting them. I think we're under that number, but that's what I'm giving us as far as credit as people who record. Oh yeah, open the door. Okay, that just threw me.
Why did you open the door?
No, I mean the window. Cause you said it was hot. But
I put my fan.
do you want me to close it?
I don't care.
I mean, sorry guys, distracting y'all with this, but yeah, episode 66. Weird number to start on. 65 was a start, so I didn't peep.
Get your
66 was
kicks
next.
on Route 66.
But yeah, I'm here with. Sorry, no. Right to the left of me is.
Hello. It is Goddess in the flesh, as always. You know, follow me, and if you don't follow me, fuck you.
And to her left.
Hey y'all, it's Magic. How are you guys? Follow my stream. It's like, no, catch my stream.
They don't got to catch it today?
Hey yo.
No, you always gotta catch it.
Hey yo. But how's everyone feeling? You know what I'm saying? No Peyton today, guys. You know what I'm saying? It's Ramadan. My dog got to hold it down for his faith.
Yeah.
So he ain't done this time, so you know what I'm saying. It's gonna be some Peytonless. Picked the crazy time to launch. I didn't time these holidays right, but yeah, episodes coming out.
Successful Ramadan to all of those who it applies to. I hope you guys come out of this 40 days better than you have come into it.
Okay.
Period. Yes.
Well, yeah. Shout out to y'all. Hey, it's a heavy Muslim community. In my mind, I was like, yo, man, I can like. It's certain things in Philly you can't joke on, and Muslim culture is one of the things.
You
like
cannot.
you will be saw outside.
Yes.
Like you would. Like
I mean, I feel like that with any
That
like
is
why,
a no-no.
you can't really talk about.
No, people
nobody
make
really.
jokes
No,
on Christians
Christians
all
is-
the time.
That's different, though.
and hey,
you know it's
the
different.
one culture you can't. Well, I'm not in music. The Jewish culture is
No,
one
no.
you can't make no jokes about. You already know. So I mean,
No.
yeah, it's an interesting thing. But how y'all feeling? You know what I'm saying? How was y'all weekend?
I don't remember what happened.
Yeah. That's
Oh, I went to a funeral. Yeah. That happened this weekend. Yo, my concept of time is crazy.
no. You know what's crazy?
That's
I think
wild.
my concept is on your concept.
Yeah, 'cause I was like, wait, what happened this weekend? I don't know. Like, yeah,
How long
I seen
ago
my
was the weekend?
siblings. Right? No, like seriously, I'm like, damn, when was the weekend? 24 hours is a long time. Like my days be, I don't see how people be like, oh my gosh, I'm so bored. I'm like, how? So like, I be feeling like 24 hours is not enough because I do so much in a day. But yeah, it was crazy.
Magic.
Huh?
Magic. I was like, yeah, girl, you do a lot, but you didn't also be rocked.
I'm
Cuz
crying.
That's
Cuz
because
be
I
rocked.
do a lot.
No matter what time you call her, she gonna be waking up.
Yeah, I mean that sounds great. Like I wish that was the thing, you know.
I have to take my naps where I take them.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing.
No, remember, I have to. I'll be exhausted. Okay.
But I had an eventful weekend, if I should say the least. I got to meet up with my siblings. You know, Papa was a Rolling Stone, so you know we all spread out or whatever. Shout out to my bro. He just had twins, so he couldn't make it. But the rest of us, we were here. And it was lit. We ended up going out, you know, after we met up at Grandma's spot. And it was lit. You know, it was
That's
a lit little
good.
night. I got to hang out with my sisters. I haven't hung out with my little sister, my second youngest little sister, since she was like 2. So yeah, it was a nice little, and this was the first time she met our other little sister. So
Okay.
it was a cool little vibe. Like I said, Papa was a Rolling Stone, so yes, he got kids that ain't met each other yet. But it was, you know, outside of the sad shit, it was like, you know,
Yeah, it was a nice
okay.
little reunion.
Yeah.
I got you.
How was the proceeding? Like like how was it being in a, like, you know,
The funeral?
yeah, because you know, for me.
Okay, so listen, let me tell you, you know, black funerals was funny as hell.
Here we go.
It's always a bit in session. There's always some crazy shit that happens. And that was not unorthodox for this crew. My siblings group chat was crazy the whole funeral. Like, it was crazy. And then, like, some guy got up there because like my grandma, she was like really, really popular. Everybody knew her in their Philly. And it was just so funny because this guy got up there talking about how like, they had a love-hate relationship and they ended up, mending their woes or whatever. Mm-hmm. I was like, now why are you lying in the middle of his speech? And it got quiet and like me and my siblings just all looked and started cracking up and I'm like, bro, can't nobody be, this is so unserious. Like, can't nobody be for real right now? What is wrong with y'all? Like, yo. And I'm like, yo, I know grandma is literally looking like, now why the fuck y'all let this nigga get up here and start lying? Because I was just telling him, I'm like, that's my paternal grandma. So it's so funny because that lady is me times 10. When I tell you, like, she said what the fuck she meant and it didn't matter. Like, she had a smart ass mouth. She really felt how she felt. She said what she said. And she didn't give a fuck. And it's so funny that that's exactly me. So it's just like, for this to happen at her funeral was just crazy because it was just like, and even I made a little joke because she ended up getting buried at the cemetery up the street. And I was like, damn, that would be crazy if I tried to go see her. And she'd be like, girl, what you here for? Like, we don't do this. You know we don't do this. What are you here for? Like, you okay? Do you need something? So it was just, the whole thing was just crazy. But it's sad that, a lot of times people only get together for funerals or weddings. Yeah. And honorable mention baby showers. But sometimes. Today. Yeah, sometimes for sure. It depends on the side of the family that you
cookouts people don't go to and do anymore. It's the
reunion.
The actual family reunion is where everybody.
The reunion cookout, people, everybody. You gonna see cousins you ain't never seen before.
Okay.
That's because of COVID. Because back in the day, it used to be cousins that still wouldn't go. Mm-hmm. I was one of them cousins. Oh shit, he here. Yep. What's going on now?
That was definitely me.
Won't be staying long.
I ain't been to a family reunion since a long time ago.
You wanna know what my family told me? They said, "Oh, we only see you during the holidays. Yeah, we'll see you Christmas, Thanksgiving." I said, "Yeah, you know it already. You know it."
But you know what? I'm finna be one of them because I'm tired of cooking. So I'm absolutely finna be one of them travelers. I can leave when I want to.
I go with my own platters, so I ain't gotta use your platters. I got my own little.
The only issue is I would probably have to bring some of my own food because like my family is very Southern. Like I was telling them that too at the repast. I was like, if it's something for us to eat, I'll bring a plate, like a platter back. But they're Southern, so it was like turkey, chicken, pork, beef. And even the rice had chicken, and it was chicken fried rice. Like. Damn, I was like, damn.
I understand. My dad's side is like that.
I had potato salad. I had potato salad.
The greens have pork in it sometimes.
So they didn't have. Well, it was like a big turkey neck, but it was on the whole other side of the pan. Okay. So I had greens from the pan that didn't have a turkey neck. So I literally had I had that, and I ended up getting like a double egg because I was like, fuck it, like this. I'm getting double egg, like
something to
whatever.
Put everybody.
But yeah,
no shrimp. They ain't had a shrimp.
Nah.
Well, that's not really a staple.
Ain't really a repast.
Yeah, it ain't really
you know what I'm saying? Black people, it turned right into.
I know this.
Thanksgiving part 2.
I know this. At our wedding, honey, the food.
That don't matter to me.
This is exactly why I'm very particular about wedding invitations because the food. It's going to be a spread. I don't care about nothing else but the food. I told him he can have free range or whatever the fuck else he want to do. I don't care. But the food, I need food for vegans, vegetarians, pescatarians, whatever the fuck you
I
eat
seafood.
Like I need food for everybody because the one thing I hate is going to an event that doesn't cater to everybody.
Yeah.
And we have friends and family members that indulge in everything. And I'm not the type of person that's going to like, oh, well, this is my lifestyle, so I'm going to make y'all eat. No, this is what y'all eat on a regular. We're going to make sure y'all have the best of what y'all eat on a regular. Just, make sure y'all eat all that shit because I don't want to do it.
And that's my thing right there. Before you go, people at events always eat the seafood first.
Yes.
Like that's what I like. That's what I like. Even when it be like, yo, we got this. We got something for y'all. Well, we get there, it'd be like, oh, these niggas done fuck this up. Too. It's always that's what they want. That's why I'm fine having vegan and peck. I don't give a fuck y'all meat eaters, man.
I would rather have
eat 2 pieces of chicken.
I would want to have it timed in sections. So for one, I would want the family to eat first. And then I want them to announce like vegans and vegetarians come eat first,
Mm-hmm.
and then everybody else.
You want it buffet style?
What?
Oh,
Either way, whether
Yeah.
somebody's serving or not, somebody can still choose what they want.
yeah.
So
Of
what
course.
I'm
I'm
saying-
just saying I want to serve. You know what I'm saying? I want the.
But what I'm saying is, even when somebody serves you, you still can choose the food you want.
Of course.
So
course.
that's
I
why
was
I'm
talking
saying I would want it to be.
Yeah, and it kind of make
The
it a
people
little bit
who
more
have
easier.
dietary restrictions need to eat first.
Yeah.
Like off the rip, you get first pick of the menu, because if everybody else is eating what you eat, then you ain't got
You ain't
shit
got
to
nothing
eat.
to
Like,
eat, yeah.
and I can't have that on any event that I throw, because
Understandable.
yeah, like no, thank you. We
Man,
gotta
I
make
wish somebody
sure-
from my family would
So-
be like, "Where the steak at?" Nigga, shut up. Look at you. Where the steak at? No, for you too.
It's like, no, I'm good on seafood. Give me some lobster, some shrimp, some crab. I'm good. Some salmon, some whitening.
A check.
And I will say, you know how most weddings have
Good.
like the his and hers drinks. Of course, it's gonna be Sinful Punch for me.
Yeah,
It's
have
gonna be
fun
Sinful Punch
drinking
for
that.
me. Yeah, they not ready.
Have
They're not
fun.
ready.
I mean, they gonna want either one.
They not ready. Yeah,
This do say punch gonna go crazy.
they not ready.
It's going. Whew.
So just be on the lookout.
Well,
yeah,
looks
yeah.
like Magic Hexes get ready.
look, she got so nervous. Should have said her name.
Hey, yo.
It's like, okay. Oh, my question was, are you gonna have a separate tent? So it'd be like the tent where everybody at, and then the smoking tent.
A tent. What are you talking about?
A
She's-
smoker's tent.
She's trying to say where niggas gonna smoke weed at. Is the question. Will there be weed at the wedding? Is
Where
what she's
there be
asking.
weed at the
Absolutely
wedding? Okay, cool.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, and no.
You see how quick, guys, that went from anything he want to do to
No, but we talked about that. I said no.
I'm just playing.
Yeah.
They saw it. That's all.
I
No,
had to ask though.
absolutely not. No,
Okay.
no, thank you. Like, I mean, y'all can do whatever the fuck y'all want to do, but
Hey,
no,
I'ma just step outside.
not for you. But at least beforehand, I'll say this: the reception,
Yeah.
whatever.
She's talking about the reception.
No, but you said you wanted to smoke beforehand, and that's absolutely not happening.
Oh yeah, I'm
No.
saying a separate tent at the reception. So like where everybody, everybody drinking and everything, instead of being outside in a separate tent.
I mean, we both agreed on it being a warm weather time anyway, so
Oh,
it really
oh,
doesn't
so it wouldn't
matter.
even-
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
alright.
never. Neither one of us like the cold weather, even though that's his birthday. But like, we're both in agreement on having a warm wedding.
Okay,
like, I
cool.
can't.
Cool.
I wouldn't even like that. Doesn't even make sense to me.
Cold.
And
And
cold
your
as
legs out.
shit. Like, I don't got.
No.
They were having people travel trying to look cute. They be freezing cold, walking there. Like, no, nobody got time for that shit. Not too hot, but not like my birthday.
I understand.
but not like February.
I
either.
got you.
You know?
I got you. So like
Honestly, because our birthdays are 6
April,
months
May
apart.
type.
Yeah, I feel like May is a
yeah,
great
May,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's just getting warm,
Yeah.
but it's still that breeze from the showers.
And because May is 3 months from both of our birthdays, I feel like that's a perfect time. It's like right smack dab in the middle.
understandable.
Okay, it's all mapped out.
I was just saying what I think makes sense.
I got you. I got you. I
But
got
it
you.
also depends on the year, because obviously our son's birthday is right at the beginning of June. So
Oh shit.
yeah, it depends. Like if it's obviously he about to hit a milestone right now, so any other year before 10 is fine. But like if it's, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's not 5 and it's not 10, it don't matter. But anything like milestone like that, then we gonna have to revisit that conversation.
I got you.
But yeah. Yeah, I ate that.
Yep, you do. So,
Speaking of unions and all of that type of stuff. So y'all remember those videos, word on the street? Y'all remember those videos that were going around where they had like the little index cards and they were
I'm glad I
making
brought wine back.
Huh?
I'm glad I brought wine back.
Go.
What? Okay.
I know what you're talking about though. The index cards where you got picked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I definitely want to do that, and I do want to make that a content thing.
Oh,
for
that'd be
us,
nice
too.
for y'all.
Yeah. Y'all, you won't come too because you were recorded.
I said that'd be nice for y'all. I mean,
Yes,
the
getting on the
card.
angles. Get on the angles. But I seen one that was crazy, and the comment section was insane. So it was a girl that did it for her boyfriend, and the comments, this one lady, she was like, "How bad I want to take her boyfriend from her is crazy."
Whoa.
And I was like, "Oh shit! Wait,
Yo.
wait, what happened? What the fuck?"
But they do say the men that get the most attention is the ones that are already in a relationship.
Yeah, a wedding ring is a big sign is for some women to be like, oh, well, he's not one of the bad ones.
Well, who said the man was married? First of all.
Oh, I'm okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back to the story.
It was just the video that they were doing it. But a lot of the things that she wrote on the card was kind of shit that like she would want. So it was just like in the beginning it was crazy. At towards the end it kind of got more towards her. Like in the beginning it was like some pedicure or manicure, and like upon looking at him in the video, he didn't peg me as the guy that gets pedicures or manicures. Like when he grabbed the card, like immediately I looked at his nails. He didn't look like a type of guy that got manicures or pedicures or whatever. But he ended up doing that, whatever. And then as it progressed, he ended up getting like they went to like a day trip to New York and like got like brunch. It was like brunch versus lunch or whatever. And I just feel like that's also another feminist thing. Like women love brunch. For real. Like, because the first thing you think about brunch is you think about mimosas and like women love that shit.
Well,
like,
me,
you know.
When I think about brunch, I think about the food I like to eat. I don't eat breakfast.
Yeah.
So
that's why
brunch is my day.
Same. And that's why I love, you know, I wish somebody would have, you know, let me do the things I wanted to do. But we'll digress on that because we talked about that last time. But there's a particular restaurant that I found that we could enjoy thoroughly, okay? Because a lot of restaurants don't necessarily cater to people that don't eat meat. Yeah. Or that don't really necessarily care for breakfast. It's like either you want eggs or you want steak.
And that's the thing. I don't
want
eggs. I don't
Damn
eat
it.
And see, I'll take the steak. I don't eat eggs and I don't eat breakfast food. Like pancakes, waffles, that will sit on my plate for I'll probably pick at that thing.
Yeah. I've had my run with I was never really into pancakes or anything like that, but I used to love waffles. And when I was younger, I ate waffles so much that I stopped eating waffles for like almost 10 years.
I used to throw the cold frozen waffles in the microwave and then run out the house with them. I understand. Every morning.
Yeah, it was like that.
Every morning. And sometimes if I had the time, I spread some butter over them and be still out the
No, so now when I like the very few times that I make waffles, I make it a whole thing. It's like waffles with the fruit on top of it. Then I got the syrup drenched in it. Then I got the butter on it. Like it's a whole little thing, you know. So, like, if it's not that, though, I don't really want it.
I still probably wouldn't want it.
No, I feel you because, like, it took me a while. Like I said, it's been almost 10 years since the last time I ate waffles. So then I brought it back and I was like, all right, I'm going to do it different because I used to just eat them. Yeah, the little Legos or Eggos, whatever you call them.
Lego my Eggos.
Put that shit in the oven and
be
that's
out.
it. You don't need nothing else.
Don't let me get the little mini ones.
Oh, my gosh.
Let me get the mini ones. I'm good. They used to have a Lego, the bread, the bread
yes,
joints.
Yes.
What? I was pop. I'm bye. On my way to school.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't do breakfast though. The only breakfast food that I realized that I can actually do now is home fries. For home fries.
Yeah. Potatoes always for the win.
Hash browns.
Oh yeah, I love some hash.
You don't eat a bacon, egg, and cheese? That's not shit.
First of all, egg, no.
Oh yeah, you don't like egg.
Most places that make bacon, egg, and cheese is pork bacon. I don't like pork. I don't eat pork. You're gonna have me sick.
There's beef bacon out there.
And I don't eat eggs, so most likely if I was to ever get something for breakfast, it'd be a cheese bagel. But people don't melt the cheese right, so it's not even
a cheese bagel.
That sounds fucking horrid. That sounds like a prison sandwich.
I used to eat them just every morning.
It was off camera.
When I worked at McDonald's when I was young. And we had the bagel sandwich, the steak, egg, and cheese bagels. Well, I would take that steak off because after a while it hurt my stomach. I took the steak off. I never ate the egg. got some cheese, put the cheese down, put a little Big Mac sauce, just a tiny tad bit around there, throw another cheese on top, put the bun back on, put it in the microwave, but then you got, the bagel bun gotta go through the toaster first. Then after you put your stuff on there, you gotta put it in the microwave and you gotta put it on for like the 2-minute timer. Once it come out, throw a little steak seasoning on that John.
So what the word on the street was like about men and women in brunch.
Right, we were talking about that.
Yes, we were
That
talking
did
about
happen.
brunch.
Well, no, it wasn't necessarily about brunch.
It was
but
about the girlfriend.
the card thing,
Yes.
card things or whatever. How do y'all feel about that like game? Would you play it with like your partner or person that you're dating or interested in? And are you expecting something if it's played with you? Like if you see the cards pulled out, are you expecting certain things? How does your mind react to that particular game?
Well, my mind reacts to it. I mean, it looks fun and cute and cuddly. I mean, sometimes some of them are a little expensive, but you can make it your own. However you are. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Like I feel like it's a good thing in a relationship you can do. I think it needs to be. It's a thought out thing though,
Of course.
because of every
Everything
single
should be.
option you have to be able to viably do that you give and
Correct.
make it a certain way. I don't like the ones where the guy or the girl be like, you can't pick that one. Because then it'd be like, all right, what the fuck was the point of
Well,
this?
so some of them they cheat. Some of them they'll
They'll
write
move the card,
or
or
no,
put
they'll
the
write the
same
same thing on double cards. So it's like
Yeah.
if there's the trip to New York, she wrote that on both the cards because obviously she had whatever she had planned already in New York. So,
Yeah.
but he didn't know that. So
That's what I'm saying.
Either one he picked, it was going to be that one.
That's not, if you're doing it for an audience, I don't want you to cheat it. I want the thing I feel about now I'm not gonna rant. The thing I feel about content today is everybody is trying to manufacture and make a moment and not let things be moments anymore. And that gets us into this cycle of rinse and repeat. And now at every mark of the entertainment industry, people feel underpaid and undervalued. And I think it's a lot of people chasing something that's showing to chase. Like it needs to get back to like a renaissance period of like, yo, just do what makes you like. We had the thing that really happened is TikTok didn't really make things inspired as it should have. Like Vine inspired and new people came out. TikTok people find a lane quickly and then the industries hop in and now that's what niggas dance on TikTok or you gonna find out some information. It turned into Google real quick. And that it's cool for how it is, but I think it didn't progress as a society as much as the other apps did when they first hit. Like every single thing social media has definitely changed society a little bit. From Instagram to how we look at people to Twitter to how we value people's thoughts and opinions and cancel culture to even when Snapchat came around, how everybody feels like how they feel about that. So I mean, I just think if you're gonna do something, do it genuinely. Like, yo, if you're gonna have it be this or that, be like, hey man, you fucked up. Could have been you. Hey, I was about to book the shit. Like, and then it don't like again, now I'm not saying you can't do no movie magic. Like, yo, if I give you the option, it's like Cali or New York, and you pick Cali, and it's like, all right, we'll come back to we'll table this still for a month. I had money for either one, but you picked California, so we gotta go this date, boom, boom, and now y'all there, just put on the same clothes.
Well, yes and no, because certain things definitely actually take proper planning, and that's a big word for a lot of Elmos out there, planning. So I do feel like obviously a trip requires something to be set in stone beforehand. So I get the whole like you have to kind of pick this card because I already put this in, in advance. Like you can't just pull up to certain places and do certain things. Like a lot of things require these things called reservations, appointments. Like all these things matter. So
Yeah, I'm just saying you could pre do the game. Like so, like yo, if you do it, and then the next card is when we travel, and then boom, boom, boom from there. Like if I'm really giving you an option, that's all I'm saying.
you can't do that. You can't on Tuesday. I give you a card of either L.A. or New York, and you choose L.A. Like that's like
And then we go to LA next month.
that. Nobody's doing that. This is a right now thing. Like,
But that's my
and
thing
it said,
about
and
it's not
specifically,
really.
it said tomorrow. It said go to New York tomorrow. That's what it said on the card. So obviously that was something that was already.
Yeah, I'm just saying with a little bit of movie magic, you can make it be whenever you want it to be.
Yeah, but obviously things were already planned out there. So
Copy, I got you.
So, 2 things. First question: why isn't there a how can I say this? A modest budget one?
You can make it. You can make anybody can make whatever it is. And I've actually seen ones that are like that. Like it'll be something like as simple as going to lunch or going to the movies, spending a day in the house or getting like a babysitter and y'all have a night out.
Yeah.
Like little stuff. Like none of it actually has to be something super crazy.
Extravagant.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It doesn't have to be nothing crazy.
Now,
It's just
me-
very thoughtful.
I got that. All right, me personally, if
Oh.
it's done for me,
Go ahead. You just made me think of a fun thing. Go ahead.
hey yo, if it's done for me, I would want it catered to like things that you feel as though I like, well, things you know I like, and I want you to. This is me trying to see if you actually know me, type shit. If I was to do the same thing, I have it all catered to the other person.
Oh, can we real quick for fun? Real quick, can we do each other's this or that for like 4 things, like to start a day, like Magic's this or that for me.
What do you mean this or that?
Like the way the cards are set up, it's like this or that, right? The two
Okay.
things you're picking. So like in her,
But they don't. There's no choice. You don't see it. So
yeah,
they just
that's what I'm
randomly
saying.
do it.
She's not. I'm saying, and right now we're just going to make 4 this or that's to put on the cards that somebody would show for this person. Like she just said, I want it to be something. To
I got 3
represent
for
me.
you right off the top of my head.
You want to go first? Go ahead.
It's going to be not the choice, but the actual what she would choose. The card is going to be wake or bake. Number 1. Number 2 is going to be her getting driven around. Number 3 is going to be her getting taken out to eat. Top 3 right there,
Oh yeah, no, that's
right
easy.
there. That's
Yeah,
one.
no,
Two, am I right?
Yeah, and I was gonna go a little bit further. Mine would be it'd be wake or bake or take a dab. It'd be something to smoke in the morning.
I'm not.
Then-
The dab gotta go.
Like
get-
first thing off the wake up, a
Yeah,
dab
a
is crazy.
dab.
As
The
hell.
dab
What you mean?
gotta
It's supposed to be
go.
special, so it makes it like
It's special regardless because it's somebody else doing it. That
Right.
means she's not paying for it. She's not rolling it. She's not doing anything. All
I
she's
know,
doing
but
is catching the vibe.
Whatever it is, I'm just saying it makes it kind of like you want the L. So now this is you still get it smoking away, but you take a dab.
Dab
And
is
then,
crazy.
Dab
Dab
is insane.
is crazy.
Yo.
Hey, then I would hit it with it definitely would be it'd definitely be food. Well, you don't eat breakfast, so I would.
Just because you eating
No,
food don't
no.
mean it got to be
Yeah,
breakfast.
I'm in my mind. I'm going off for like the
The
start of
timing?
the day. So like midday, it'll probably be another L. But damn, what midday? What are you midday? That's the one time I don't know.
You see
What,
how I just rolled that right off though?
yeah, no, you keep bodied. I had mine, and then yours was like great, and I was like, damn. Like, damn. All I had was Waker Baker Dad. Really, the other ones was still
But
coming.
this is why
I mean, food
paying
was one.
attention
Food for
matters.
sure.
But my food was gonna be funny. It was gonna be something with like cheese or extra cheese.
No.
See,
If it's
the
gonna be
actual
the
food is her
food,
picking off the menu and
If
you
it's
pay
gonna
for it.
be
It don't matter what
food-
she wants.
you're gonna have to say a steakhouse or a crab house. I'm down for whatever.
For
I
sure.
feel like she'd be like a go kart to laser tag kind of person.
For sure.
That's definitely a fun time.
For sure.
I would
For
love,
sure.
Oh my gosh, this is a place I want to go to, but I know he don't want to do it. He could just come for content. We
What?
gonna go. It's it's in King of Prussia. It's like a more action
Tilted?
version of Dave and Buster's.
Tilted 10?
I don't remember the name of
It's
it,
called
but
Tilted. Yeah.
okay, sure, that one.
We can go.
Yeah,
I've been looking at it.
Hey yo,
yeah.
I-
You
For
could just
sure.
come for the camera.
yeah, I
Make
guess it's
content.
like an adult gymnasium or
Yes.
some shit. Yeah.
Yeah, sorta,
I will,
kinda, yeah.
I will be filming, guys.
Yes, awesome.
She will also have a GoPro on.
And I gotta go to outer
scenes.
I gotta go to Outer World. Is that
Is
what
that
it's
the
called?
one with the museum thing?
Yeah, the psychedelic one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta go there.
But what? All right, so Mandra, what would you do for sins?
Sins would have to be for sure something on food. I would
gotta
definitely
eat
do
before I do
something on
anything.
like it would be food, but it would be more like brunch type. Like, all right, you want to get mimosas and food, or you want to go like restaurant?
I'm always as long as the brunch got food I eat. I'm always down for mimosas and food, especially during the daytime because I could take cute pictures outside. I love sunlight.
The sunlight,
I just need
exactly.
some natural sun for the sun is my filter.
I
That's
would
all I
also
need.
do. I will also do some type of like convention type, like go to somewhere where you could talk or go somewhere where you could meet people. Anywhere like
networking.
that.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
anywhere
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
that. for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. That one.
That sound about right.
And then I would definitely do like a show. So it would be like a comedy show or a burlesque show or like the joint in New York, the risque one, the risque show, for sure that.
That sound about right.
What else? Oh, shopping. But it would be online shopping.
Oh.
Like it would be online shopping.
Because it's never giving go to the mall, honey.
But it would be more like online shopping for clothes and hair, or online shopping for house and whatever else.
Look, already.
That's it. Relationship applications are closed. We have found our third.
Hey,
thank you guys. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, you buy a house, then you won, nigga. You got that helped me. Shit, we got I get a baby out of it. But
What?
I mean, that count, right?
No,
that's why I get the car.
No, that don't count.
Go get one right
that
now.
Don't count. That don't count.
But no, all right. For sins, my wake up one would be crazy aggressive. It'll be like Virgin Islands or Jamaica, and
that's
I would
tough.
have to do the thing where it'd be like only Jamaica.
It would obviously be Jamaica.
So only Jamaica.
Only Jamaica.
So then, boom. Then it would be you hit on there, but mine would be Amazon gift card or Fashion Nova gift card. You know what I'm saying? With an undisclosed amount on there. From there, it's going to be.
Give me the Amazon. Fuck the fashion.
I know.
Okay.
I already know. So
Give me
it's
the
really
Amazon
Amazon.
gift card, okay? Fuck the clothes. You know what my Amazon card look like?
From there, it'll be rooftop brunch or rainforest lunch type thing.
Ooh.
And then we would go from there, be something fun. So we in Jamaica, so it'd probably be like jet skis or a banana boat, and I hope you get the jet skis.
I would definitely get the jet skis.
Banana boat. No, I mean
I'm
that's when you picking though.
But I'm
because like I feel like that's a good
adventurous.
joint.
I don't want to be on no banana boat. Like
Banana boats are intense.
No.
They are intense. Them joint, you be in there cutting. They be trying to fling you off.
No.
But
I want to be like.
She gonna say, "What's the other card?"
Yeah. Put me in
you know what I'm saying?
Depends on the time that we go though, because we might not be able to be in the water.
Then it'll
For
be
sure.
eat again. It would be like a seafood bar type thing, like swim up bar, like kind of like, but you know the fancy restaurant ones where like you there, or like the.
So you said you want to go and stay at Sandals? Heard you?
Oh. Wait, that's not the. Okay, I was thinking about the other resort in Jamaica. I was like, oh wait.
Which one? The adult one?
Yeah.
No, in the grill. Okay, no,
Yeah.
I haven't. If you want, first of all, if you want to go to Hito and have a time,
I was not saying that, but that's what I thought you meant. I keep forgetting Sandals is different than that one. You know what I'm saying? Like Sandals isn't one of those, but I remember talking to somebody and said Sandals is kind of like one of those because the way it's secluded.
Sandals is its own. It's like literally.
That's what I'm saying. People be doing they, you know what I'm saying? They big
Oh
ones.
yeah.
That's what I was saying. But so yeah, it'd be that. Then you know what I'm saying, to be be dungeon with with magic or
I'm crying.
or club, but don't dance floor only. Like we'll be on a dance floor all night. No section.
You going to dance?
Yeah, I'm gonna be just like that white kid.
No,
Fuck the
it's okay.
club,
You can sit down.
Hey, yo.
It's fine.
Yep, I knew you was gonna put the dungeon anyway.
I'm crying. Well,
Y'all two in the dungeon? No, hell no. That shit. But all right, y'all gonna do me or y'all like fuck that?
I'm crying.
Start.
It's too. I tried to do you for your birthday.
All right, I got you. I start because you know more. You know him the most. You know him.
Yeah.
The back of your hand. Okay. It would have to be a movie premiere. It had to do something with movies.
Definitely is a cinephile.
For sure, something with movies. It had to do something somewhere around movies. Either you go to a movie museum.
Don't let it be a Marvel,
or
a new Marvel movie.
a movie museum or the first ever showing of this movie type. That. What else? Food, of course. Everybody loves food.
Everybody loves
But it would have to be like a shrimp joint, like either or, like salmon or shrimp. uh, I'll give you the weed joint too.
For sure.
For sure.
He took that first.
For sure, I'll give you the weed joint too.
Yeah, I'm gonna let your structure rock. I was trying to do like a full day one.
Oh, I was
you know
just
what I'm
throwing
saying? You just was
I
around, but all right.
you
So
pick them how you pick them.
get some weed, get some food,
You pick them how you pick
see a
them.
movie.
Damn, it
Sound
kind
like
of
his birthday to me.
it's kind of similar to what I would give the goddess, the burlesque joint for sure. That joint would be crazy. But we always had to go in that bitch.
Specifically, it would have to be the one in New York.
For
him.
sure.
It would have to be. It would have to be that one.
But
Yeah,
it'd be
it's different.
It'd be hilarious seeing him pick the regular one.
Yeah, it'd be different.
Oh no, it would have to be that or a cigar bar.
You know, he loves, which is crazy because like he loved going to cigar lounge, but he really not even cigar bull, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's a congregative thing. Like
Like,
I'll
it's
smoke
like, hey,
one
I'm
day.
meet up with the guys. We going to the cigar lounge.
Yeah.
Did you
sure.
smoke a cigar? But no, but like
I had a half.
I'm gonna just buy it because we there.
And I
Like,
think
The weed bars
my
don't
last
exist yet,
one would
so.
have to be like the convention on both sides. Like y'all both would have to come to the convention type, like network
I could definitely see him at like a podcast joint.
for sure.
Yeah.
It'll be a more networking type thing. So yeah.
Yeah. So for me, are we going in like chronological order?
I mean, Magic didn't, but if you want to, I think it'd be better structured for the way I want to do the clip. But yeah.
Okay. I mean, obviously. So okay, you said how many is it? 3 or 4?
You could do it whatever you can get through your day. I
However
think
you
I
wanna
did
break
5.
the day down, I
Okay,
guess.
so we're just off the list, but because it has to set the scene, we're going to be in Vegas. So
Okay.
the flight is 1, but
You
it's
already
0.
going.
It's not 1, it's 0 because it's like we got to set the scene.
You're already there.
We're going to be in Vegas. That's like a 0 to number 1 sequence.
Gotcha.
Then number 1, obviously we got to go to the smoke shop because like what the fuck else are we doing off the plane besides going to the smoke shop because he want to fucking rest after he get off the plane. He don't want to do shit else after he get off the plane. So that's what we're doing is going to the smoke shop whenever he decides that it's a feasible time to do so. And it's going to be like the car. If it was the car, it would be like a smoke shop with no balance, like how whatever you want to get from here is like whatever, like just whatever, just do it.
No limit.
Yeah, but also remember that now you can't smoke everything here, and you got to take the shit back. So whatever you feel
This going
comfortable,
right in the suitcase. You know what I'm saying?
but this is what I mean. Whatever you feel comfortable enough with traveling with is the amount. Don't get crazy, all right?
I got
Don't
juices,
get
I got
crazy.
soaps, I got lotions, I got
I'm
eddies, I got
crying.
gummies, I got fuck
Hey,
the
yo.
flower, I got the pins, I got the oils.
Sounds like this goes to her list.
What you mean?
It be like that. It be like that. It for sure be like that. Yeah. So honorable mention the flight or whatever, and then the weed. We gotta start off with the weed.
Ooh, that's a lovely
Then
joint.
after he gets the weed, because he's like, you know how you are when you're just at a different level. For him, like going to Vegas is like mind away from everything, so he really gets to just kind of relax and be who he truly wants to be. And then
Gotcha.
smoking obviously enhances that. So now we going to get a card that the other card is obsolete. It doesn't matter. This card will be like technology, like whatever you want to get for technology based, like this is the card for that. So that would be my like double card that like you got to pick that.
Okay.
Because like the other option, there is no like, there's nothing else that would make sense there. Like
I got you.
I couldn't put nothing else right there. That doesn't even. So yeah, it would just be
it
like
would have to be just technology.
like,
Got you.
tech. Like I don't know however you want to say it. Like a tech, all expenses for tech. Both of the cards would say that because like nothing else could go there.
Yeah.
And then like the last one, or I don't even know if we're doing like numbers, but the last one would be a car. Those would have to be one of those. You can't pick nothing else. Like it would be like tech, you can't pick nothing else, and then car, you can't pick nothing
You
else.
might as well just hand him a card here. This is what we doing. This
Yeah,
is what we doing.
yeah, but I feel like it would be.
It's wild to me that neither one of
we
y'all said
doing.
he would probably get some head. It would be one of the cards, but no, okay.
I thought that was included with the trip.
You in
shit.
Vegas.
Okay.
I didn't know we were being so childish.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Hey.
I thought that was. If this is something that's all about you, and I know you and what you like, there was no need to even mention anything sexual. Like,
Oh, okay.
I honestly said, just hand him the card.
Hey, yo.
This is what we doing. You just leave it at the pillow on the wake up.
like
Oh, breakfast. Oh,
all right.
Hey, yo. But, so speaking of people being all about you, did anybody see LeBron on the sideline with Jeannie Buss and the other lady who is a part of is part of women in sports?
You know damn well I ain't see that shit.
I didn't really
Yeah.
read it, but I seen don't. It's my word, but I seen him next to two caucus.
Hey yo.
So LeBron was courtside. He's injured, so he's not playing right now. And while he's courtside, it's International
he's
Women's
not
Day,
playing.
and he was sitting in his seat, and Jeannie Buss and her homegirl was over there talking to him, and he they seemed to be very much handsy on him on his shoulders, but he kept
Yeah,
his
I seen
hands
it.
in the middle. And the whole internet reaction was kind of Savannah. The internet's kind of forcing this idea that Savannah James is upset with LeBron because Jeannie Buss was all on his arm and the other lady was kind of talking to him, and he
Y'all
said,
gotta calm down.
and they try and said he was kind of like flirting because he said first and foremost, Happy International Women's Day, and he said y'all need it because of who y'all are. Y'all like the top women execs in sports because they both really are. So literally one's his boss. So the internet took this and said Savannah is upset. LeBron's gonna be in a doghouse. So then, as soon as they can, they take one picture from Bronny's game, Bronny's March Madness games, and it's Savannah not looking the happiest, and LeBron over to the left, and the kid and the youngest daughter in the middle, and it's like, oh look, she's upset. One, it's like it's a still image from like it could have been something with the game. But they saying, oh, she's upset now, and then boom, everybody's waiting for the next Laker game to see if she comes, and what's the energy. And it's crazy that the internet has spawned this whole idea off of itself.
Yeah.
Like, just because this man is literally his boss, he's entertaining his boss while he's injured on the sideline, and they take it and run with it as if he's like cheating, not cheating, but his girl should be upset because of it. And I want to know you two ladies' thoughts as female, because a lot of men talking about this.
Do you think it's a case in point because Savannah doesn't do any like pictures or anything with men?
Well,
Because she only takes pictures with the female.
I think this, right? As a person who deals with a person in the industry, you have to understand that like people are going to take pictures. There might like be an awkward thing that without explanation might look a certain type of way. That's up to your interpretation. That's number one. Number two is everybody made that shit up. She never came out and said she was mad. They just
Yeah,
called
no.
her like
no tabloids, no nothing. Just
at the end of
pure
the day,
picture.
like as a woman, like I know me, I have a resting bitch face very often. That does not mean that I'm upset at something in particular. I just might be like zoned out. I might be focused. I might be thinking about something. And if somebody takes a picture of that, they might think or assume that something's wrong. That's not even the case. It's just like, no, I was actually focused. I was thinking about like, okay, I got to do X, Y, and Z tomorrow. Then I got to do A, B, and C that next day. And I'm trying to figure out how I could bridge these two together because I have something that I got to do tonight. Like,
Okay.
it might got nothing to do with nothing else that's going on. Like, people really got to learn how to mind their business. Real bad. Real bad. I want people to learn how to do that. It's a skilled art
Yeah,
that
and
has
it's-
been lost, okay? Minding your business and not assuming, oh, those two, like, I would love if people brought that back.
Unfortunately, we are in camera culture.
Yeah, but, like, also,
Minding
read
your
the room.
business is-
Read the room. Because, like, what? She know who she, not only has she not been around, she know who she's with.
Oh, for sure.
And, like, a picture means nothing without context.
Yeah.
Like, you could have a picture of somebody going like this, like, haha, and they catch that moment specifically and make it something completely different. It's just like, yo, she said something funny and I was just laughing. And I just, like, but the tabloids are run with, like, oh, is this an affair brewing? Find out next week. Like, calm down, yo. Calm down.
TMZ.
None of that was even necessary. Yeah, so, like, relax.
Magic thoughts.
She killed that.
It was the sip.
Hey yo,
That was the sip for
no
me.
opinion. I'm surprised you. No, I gotta know because you one of them people that's overprotective of your man to how you make it seem to us.
All right, so it's more on what Sin was saying. It's like, if I know I'm dating somebody in that type of like status and that type of spotlight, I know it's gonna come to you.
Mm-hmm.
But you're, as long as you come tell me, I don't really care about.
But he
pictures.
not gonna
It's
come
more
tell
like,
you. He didn't know it happened, but you see this on the internet. Would
I'm
it
not
make you
about
feel
to
away?
assume
Okay.
it. I might ask you.
No, I'm assuming it's a video of them talk. You can see the body language. You see the video. How do you feel?
I'm gonna ask you.
Have you not seen the video either?
Yes, I've seen the video.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you about it once I see the video.
You gonna ask me about talking to my boss?
Is this how she is on you all the time?
So that's how you got that big ass contract on. That's what you say. Oh, so no, okay. You really securing that next 2-year deal for when Brownie gets to the league.
Like, I'm gonna ask some questions and just that's how it's gonna be.
Okay. I mean, hey, I don't. I think the internet is on some bullshit. I think it's real tasteless, especially for other grown ass men to be like saying like some bull posted on Twitter like, "Oh, I hope they don't get divorced because of this or some shit." Like she looks really upset. At that, like, yo, why would you put that in the energy atmosphere because of some shit y'all made up is some pure bullshit.
But you know the internet's going on this divorce spree lately. You know they went on a marriage spree. Everybody was getting married, and they going on a divorce spree.
Oh, I ain't peeped that. But everybody know married stay married. But speaking of married, so okay, speaking of more relationships, but married was a good way to transition. So everybody was killing Drea recently for the Jalen Green situation. You know, her coming out being pregnant and everything. But then Drake does the Four Bats remix. And in the Four Bats remix, he talks about a certain place where somebody might be from. And then later on, he spotted with the person who that might be from, which is Lotto's 21-year-old sister.
Mm-hmm.
We all know Drake is not close to 21. So I want to know, how do y'all feel about should the internet be in an uproar the same way?
These are two grown parties. They shouldn't even been in an uproar about Drea.
You know, there's the thing with double standards, and it's crazy as hell to even say that, because to be realistic, if there's going to be an outrage, it should be from the male perspective versus the female perspective.
Well, yeah, because
when it comes to that, because
it looks more like grooming.
That part. So it's always a thing that older men are in fact grooming younger women, or even if it's not grooming, that they weren't around this person, it's always a fact that older men are dealing with younger women. But when a cougar, so to speak, deals with a younger man, it's, oh my gosh, she's a predator.
You're robbing a cradle.
You're doing this. How dare you? What do you even find attractive about this? So two things for me. I feel like that says a lot about the way people think about women and their maturity levels, because the immediate response is always, women shouldn't even find attractiveness in younger men. Because these are two separate things going on here, as to where an older man can find attractiveness in a younger woman because mentally they can connect.
That makes no sense.
It does make sense, actually, because a lot of times there are a lot of men who don't really mature as fast enough as women.
In that way, yes.
In that
correctly.
sense, right?
Okay.
But I don't feel as though either party should be looked down upon if it's going to be from that mentality, because at the end of the day, both of these people are grown.
Yeah.
Adults. And everybody's like, oh, well, would you feel that way if that happened to your child? If my child is of age, if my child is 21, 22, 25, and someone 10 years, 15 years, their senior, found something in them that they seen that they thought that they might want to be with them, I don't care what age it is, I would definitely want to have an involvement in my child's life, because that's how I am now.
Sure.
So I would want to know, like, well, what made you see this? What made you see my son for this person at this age in this time period in your life. And regardless of what that answer is, like, that's going to be a decision that's left up to the person involved in the situation. Now, me personally, with my big old adult ears and eyes and experience, I feel a lot differently than the way I felt in high school when that shit was happening. You know what I mean? Like, where it's like, oh, we thought it was a flex to be like, oh, such and such coming to pick us up from school.
Yeah.
And, I'm 17. Because I didn't even graduate at 18. Okay, I graduated at 17. So,
Same.
you know what I'm saying? So,
I turned 18 in college.
you know what I mean? Yeah. So, it's like, at that time, we're like, oh, this is a flex because somebody older is like seeing me and I'm just mature for my age. Whole time,
Yeah.
why are you attracted to 17-year-olds, baby?
Yeah.
Like, so that definitely makes me turn the blind eye no matter what gender it is. And that it definitely depends on the actual age, because the age gap isn't the problem to me. I think it's the actual age of the person. So it's like 18 and 28 is completely different than 38 and 48.
Oh, for
you
sure.
know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So it's still a same 10-year gap, but it's different in age and maturity and
Is
life
it more
experience
on mental
and
capacity?
everything.
More like that?
That too, but that can also differ because I've been through a lot of shit at a young age that I know most people, like my age now, still haven't touched the surface of.
Exactly.
So there's so many different levels and there's so many different variables that could be taken into account. But like sometimes, again, I still feel like this is one of those mind your business situations because he grown, she grown, and it's not that she needs the money, because a lot of people are like, a lot of people do this as a gold digger type of thing. Mm-hmm. She did what she did. She has her own name. She has, like, a lot of people I'm not even sure if people know, like, she has her own, like, extensions line. Obviously, the mint swim is a thing, okay? She definitely been doing her thing with the swimwear. Obviously, everybody, I love Drea. Clearly, I know all her shit.
I think she helped revolutionize that industry.
I love all her shit. But, like, so obviously, like, she has her own money. So it's not that she's getting with him for the money. Like, maybe, just maybe, I said not that she's just getting with him for the money.
Thank you. I'm sorry, Mr. Just. My bad, love.
But she probably do just actually like him.
Yeah.
Wanna...
And also being with someone else who can heighten the score. Yeah, why not? Like, because I don't believe it's something that's just for the money. But again, being with somebody else who already has an established presence, who has an established financial situation. Yes, sis.
Yeah.
Yes.
If they're actually together, and this is coming,
they together regardless. It don't matter.
They together though, right?
I mean, you've seen them together. They're not officially dating. He wasn't tagged.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying they're together in the sense of they have something that now connects them, so they're together.
Facts, but again, we know exactly how some basketball wives, in a sense, take this and act a certain way. So I'm saying Dre in her older age might be real chill, might just want her baby and chill. I hope that's the case. Mm-hmm. But whenever sense of it, I think it had a lot to do with the bread, because it's timing and who. And for me, the only weird part about that situation is the high school connection to his ex-girlfriend. And being around while they were dating. He's your son age. And you possibly still in this girl's boyfriend as soon as she got to the league, like, in a sense. He might have saw you and been lusting after you since he was a child. Like, that's a little weird. If there was no connection there, then I'd be like, all right, this could just be.
So how y'all know if he ain't pros the first move?
That don't mean nothing to me. Of course it's Drea. He could have done all of that, but I'm saying to go through and be with somebody who you used to consider somebody that you used to be around a lot. You went to the game, and now you're dating their ex. That's a little bit weird. That's like your mom dating your friend's ex-boyfriend. That's a little weird.
Okay, so here's how I feel, right? Just because, like, my morality is completely different than a lot of people's in a lot of areas, and I understand and understand that sometimes things are placed in your area, in your life, in your view for a certain reason. Now, the way they're placed there might be, a little off-putting for other people, but it was for whatever reason that it ended up being. And I've talked about this before, where I've also, not something that I would do personally, but I've been a person who's set up like my friend with one of my exes because like
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like, okay, you're interested and they're interested. And it doesn't matter that we've dated before. Like we did that. That was in the past. It doesn't matter to me. I'm a person who doesn't believe in ownership of people.
Okay.
So I couldn't be like, oh no, you can't talk to her because that's my ex. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Like, and maybe just maybe we met and we did all this so y'all could meet.
Yeah, this
You know
might
what I'm
just
saying?
be
Like, but that's the way I think.
Okay, I
So
get that.
when it comes to certain things in that nature, I don't see it like, oh, this is morally wrong. This is this, that, and third. It's like maybe it's something that's bigger than you. Maybe it has nothing to do with you and what you did, and maybe this was already said and written before you even had an opinion on what's going on. So certain things I do kind of feel like maybe this was it because that's how it was supposed to happen type of thing versus the way you feel about it. And we don't own these people. We don't. All we have is we have control over the experiences that we have.
Yeah.
We don't have control over anything else. And even that is very limited. We have more so control over the responses to the experiences that we have. So when you're talking to me about that kind of stuff, it's just like, I don't know. You know, was it for a purpose other than what you can see to the naked eye? I don't know. So
I understand.
but how do you feel about that being the man in this situation? How do you feel about this whole Drea being with someone who's umpteen years her junior and whatever? Is it the age that's bothersome or is it the fact that she got pregnant? Because if it was just a relationship, would people still be in the uproar?
No.
Like,
No, it's the fact of you potentially just connecting to yourself to this young man for the rest of his life, and
okay, let's hold on.
It's based on.
Let's hold on. It takes two people to tango, right? She didn't get pregnant by herself. So I hate, this is the narrative that I hate. When people choose to be upset with one person in the instance, like he didn't stick his raw penis in her and nut in her.
Okay. Back to, he is a freshly 22-year-old man.
Okay.
With one of the most beautiful women on the planet to some people.
Okay.
It is not crazy to see that he could be potentially just not the most responsible.
This is going back to what we said earlier about how people always place the responsibility on the women versus the men.
No, I'm not. That's not the situation. This is purely on the age, on what you know and understand about everything you do at the age of, I think she's like 38, 39, compared to a 22-year-old.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
No,
R. Kelly and Arleah say the best.
Okay.
That's a fact, but I'm just saying, first of all, to bring Kels up in this was crazy.
I said what I said.
Okay.
I did.
You know,
I did. So. Because let's go ahead and expound on that again.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, I saw.
Yeah. Well, like I said, maturity level has nothing to do with age. A lot of times, experience has the leadership role in anything that we do. So a 10-year-old can experience something way more traumatic, way more informative, way more deeply than a 20-year-old. So are we saying that because this person is 10, you negate what they've been through, you negate their experience, they're not able to have certain conversations because their age reflects 10 versus their actual experience? Like, people have to stop getting so caught up on the numerical age of somebody and look more into the lifestyle and what they've been through. Like, yes, 22 is quote unquote very young. You're still wet behind the ears. You're still all of that. But if this 22, 21-year-old has actually had a certain lifestyle prior to turning this age, what conversation are we actually having here?
Yeah.
Like, you can have 30, I know old people who still don't know nothing worth shit because they have not experienced shit. They've been doing the same things for 4 and 5 decades and still don't have a clue versus someone who's 20 who has had more life than their 50-year-old counterparts. Like, can we please do some more research before we start having opinions about other people's life and their positions? That's all I want. Because otherwise, I go back to Exhibit A of minding your goddamn business. Mind it. Period.
Yeah, all right. She bodied that, guys. So in streamer talk, since I got a streamer here with us,
Wait,
we can get into it.
why? Can we hit the topic of since we still on Drea a little bit?
Oh shit.
Can we hit the topic of
I done got Drea pregnant
why
too.
was Gilbert Arenas even brought up in this situation?
Yeah, I was skipping old heads being corny as shit, but we can get to it, man. So Gilbert Arenas and Nick Young, and it's not Gilbert's fault. Were
It's
on
not.
I think they were either on one of Gilbert's podcast shows or they were on like Instagram Live, and Nick Young is remembering the story that he said changed his life, where he calls Philly, which Dre ain't really from Philly,
No.
but Philly was in the back seat with Gil, and he turned his head, and Philly is alludes to him getting his dick sucked, right? So, and he says this moment changed his life, but they talk about Gil like, well, we can't talk. He like, we can't talk about that, right? Gil like, well, she is a mother now, so but he's joking about it. But Nick Young's the one bringing it up. That's makes it a little bit weird. Like, why are you telling about another story where a man was getting his dick sucked?
Sure.
But the whole this being something that gets put out to the public is like this is some old heads hating ass shit. Just pure hate. Like young boy got her now. She off that market for however long, whether it be the rest of her life or whatever's going on. This ain't the time for y'all to be talking about her business. Like no, nobody wants to see anybody do this. Men, women, nobody. Mind your fucking business. Let that woman be happy. If y'all had a story, keep your story to yourself unless she's there to corroborate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, all right.
Right.
If you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. Yeah, I was thinking like whatever in her mind. Yeah, she said I did that, but this nigga was maybe paying my fucking mortgage for the next 6 months. Who knows? But it just I didn't feel I didn't feel how they really did that. That was some corny ass shit.
Case in point, you old heads be hating.
I just feel like
Case in point, niggas just like to talk now. It's just,
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
niggas pillow talk bad.
yeah, but I also feel like so many people have so much to say for people because they're in a certain limelight or because like they might be on TV or they might be popularized on the internet or whatever. And it's like when you point these fingers at these A to D list celebrities, the ones that's pointing back at you, what they saying? Because when you look in the mirror, right, what you see? When you lay down at night, are you satisfied with yourself and the choices that you made?
No, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I really hate the whole gossip. I really hate that people have become famous off of talking about other people in a specifically in a negative. Like, I don't mind it when people are highlighting other people, but when you get your fix off of talking about somebody else in a negative light, it's like almost screaming that you hate yourself.
Thanks.
Almost screaming that you're insecure. It's just like, wow, what's actually going on in your life that you feel this way? Now I want to know. Now I feel like it's my mission to do the digging on you.
Thanks.
Because what you doing?
Thanks.
What's wrong? What you hiding? What's under them covers? You know?
all right.
Body.
I mean, yeah. For me, though, it's just the idea of we have to ride with. Like again, now as a podcaster, I know the importance of riding the wave, but I avoid some. Like it's some shit that you don't want to. Now, Gil, you gotta whatever y'all got. However, this was brung up. Y'all have a Dre story, but hey, this isn't a rave me to ride right now. There's a child involved. She told the world this way. Like, I have no problem with her revealing the pregnancy late. It definitely protect yourself, protect your peace, so you can protect that child. But now that it's here, cuz shut the fuck up and let this woman have a don't. Why you trying? This could be stressful to her. This young nigga be like, damn, you fuck Gil too. You told me about this nigga, but damn, this it could be adding stress on her life unintentionally.
It don't even matter. Like, why are we still having a conversation about who somebody fucked?
Yeah,
like,
her past is her past.
It doesn't matter. Are you fucking them now? No. Okay, it don't matter. Like,
well, it could matter to a young man who
it
has
shouldn't matter.
Has to navigate.
It shouldn't matter.
Navigate the NBA industry with
but
knowing.
She's older. You already know she did some shit.
Right, but I'm just saying, having people bring this shit up that you might not have never. This would have never been brought up.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
What is it to be brought up
so
for?
I do feel like my only thing here is I feel like it's different when you're in the industry or when you're around certain people that. If you're getting serious with someone, I do feel like it is your due diligence to let them know, like, hey, in the past, I've had a relationship with X, Y, and Z. In this rare event that
what
it
if you don't
comes
remember?
up, You're gonna remember. You're gonna remember. I do feel like it is their job to disclose that information. Like, and I even feel that way. It's like, okay, let's say we go out somewhere and somebody walks into the room that, you know, I might have been intimate with before. I do feel like that is my job to let you know, like, hey, I, you know, did have a relationship with this person prior to. I just want to let you know, just in case it might ever come up. We might be in a conversation and there might be something alluding to the fact that we may have had a prior relationship. I don't want you to be blindsided. I want you to have all the information that's necessary because I care about you. And my biggest thing is, I don't ever want to be in a situation where I'm the last person to know something. So in turn, the person I'm with, I don't want them to feel that way either because I know I don't like that. Okay. So in the industry is almost magnetized times fucking 50 because you might be placed in a setting with this person randomly out of nowhere because that's how the industry works sometimes. Yeah. So when we get together and we're at this level, it's like, hey, I just want to let you know, these are the people that I've had prior relationships with. So if you come around this person and they now see you with me, this person knows they've been with me. I know I've been with them. You're the only person that does not know what transpired. Thanks. So it's my job to let you know before the public lets you know. Cool. Yeah. And I feel like if people actually had, you know, communication, that's a real big thing. If they had really good communication skills and understood what actually mattered, none of this shit would be a problem. Because if I knew this on behalf of my partner beforehand, I'm not tripping off this shit. I've been knew that. It don't matter. That's cool. I'm great. Listen, you had a great time. That's awesome. I'm having an even better time now. So are we done here? The fuck?
Well.
Yeah.
And
but
yeah. So
eating this shit out with a spoon in a fork.
Hey, yo.
Okay.
Hey, yo. But yeah, I was speaking to more people talking about who they had sex with. Aiden Ross was on stream with academics, and he tells Ax that he fucks sexy. I'll play it.
Okay, great.
Because you're like, I don't know who the people you're talking
Because he
about.
what? Aiden, no, you didn't.
But did he?
Hope not.
But also, it's like
Aiden the pappy. I'm the
not.
pappy boss.
But it's also given like, why are we still talking about the people we've had sex with? Like, it's just so immature. Ugh, it's so like honestly, that's a really big turn off. Why are you
crazy.
talking about? Yeah, you know I took that down, right? Okay, and you'll never touch this talking like that.
Okay.
You're fucking disgusting. You're trash. I hate it here.
Not touching anyway, but yeah.
Okay, I am the quickest cut off if you talk about my shit.
Like, it's
you
so
will never
weird.
talk to me again. You got me fucked up.
And I love people who understand that. Like, we're all on the same accord.
Don't you dare put my business out in these streets. I will fuck you up.
We're all on the same accord. No, that's weird as shit.
For sure, Aiden, no.
I want to announce something, but I don't know if I should say it.
You get scared around 21. Pipe down.
You know, don't you?
Laughable.
I did fuck sexy.
There we go. Some truth.
This nigga.
Okay. Fuck it. There we go. Some truth. I wasn't.
That's exactly how I felt. He did not.
It was really good.
She was throwing it back. You could handle it.
Nah, she was kind of being the dominant one.
She took some.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I seen it, you seen that sex tape of hers drop.
That's all.
Like it's always a chick that
I jerked off to it, and that's what made me hit her up.
50K at least.
You're lying.
Just for saying, just for mentioning her name.
200.
You don't like black girls though.
I do.
Facts.
I think you're intimidated by black women.
The chat go crazy.
I'm serious.
No, I'm not.
You have a Latina fetish, and that's a fact.
How the fuck do you know that?
Clip of Aiden Ross telling Act that he had sex with Sexy Red. And yeah, that's
Unprovoked.
Cat.
Just unhinged. And unfucking necessary. Like, that be the type of time where it's just like, I hope he never has another sexual encounter with a woman ever again. Because what the fuck was the point in that? Nobody asked. Nobody alluded to it. Nobody said nothing. Literally in the middle of streaming, you was like, hey, yeah, I want to announce something. You don't deserve. What Cardi said?
Man.
Broke boys don't deserve. Listen. You don't deserve it. I hate it. I hate the fact that people give vagina to people like that. Oh my goodness.
Hopefully you did not. But Aiden is a known caparoonie. Okay? And
don't even got sexy
academics is a known go with the flower. He don't care as long as
the views.
He'll keep it pushing.
Yeah,
He'll keep it going.
Yeah, Ack had to turn that. He was like, all right, I'm gonna turn this into something you can talk.
He will
Yeah,
keep
so
it
you be lying and shit,
going.
nigga. You be like, you just, you can see his mind working
He
there.
will keep it going in every situation that academics get in. He keeps it going. Now, Aiden is a known capperoonie. You're a capper. You lie for a living. It's crazy. You're a capper.
Get your streamer shit off. Go ahead.
Like-
What he be capping about?
Everything. First of all, you're scared of half of the rappers that get on your platform. Let's start there. Let's please start there. You're scared of half of the rappers that get on your platform. First of all, you only put them on your platform to boost your platform. Like, you are corny. You're trash. You run to these other people just to boost your shit. You're trash. You're a trash person. You're trash. But you two lie for a fucking... You're a capper. That's trash. That's trash. I hate fucking liars. I hate liars. You're trash. You're trash. Fuck you, Aiden. You're
was
trash.
bad.
Like,
Did you see the Cardi video, the Playboy Cardi one that he released, like the him leaving security footage to show he didn't get like chumped and his man was holding it down? I just
P.O.P. hold it down.
I think for any first year industry, when it's people around and the people who you might consider the cool people aren't there yet, there's people who will make a lot of money. And right now for streamers, it's kids who sat in their bedroom and jerked their dick to whatever they saw come across that screen. And now they horny with money and could be around people. And I guarantee these niggas is paying for whatever pussy they want to fuck or see. So to talk about some shit that I feel like I know you paid for. Like, it's like, again, one is Sexy Red, so it ain't like she ashamed or hiding whatever she get into. You probably about to be in her latest song, nigga, because you said something. But
I'll find out.
The glorifying industry to me is is one of the more ones that is hard to be with. Like, we know the music industry has some foul, nasty shit into it. But the streamer industry, when the streamer doc hit with these niggas, it's probably what they got chicks doing in Dubai. What these streamers be doing to these women, because now they have money and influence and can talk to anybody they want to talk to in reason. People that willing to accept the check. I think it's interesting. You got Casanat right now. He's in freaking Nigeria.
I could believe Kai and Sexy before I believe Aiden and Sexy.
No, I think Kai got very strong picks.
I understand that. But again, I could believe Kai and Sexy.
Speaking
between
of Sexy
Aiden and
Red,
Sexy.
that baby weight look good.
Okay.
That baby with her and Sierra.
Sierra
Oh
ass.
my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, Chile.
The way on Sierra looks.
Hey. That's
Go ahead,
crazy.
keep talking about these married women butts, not Sexy Red.
Sexy is not married. I
Listen.
don't know. Fucking that she married. What that mean?
Her husband
yo.
cool with it. He said it. He
Yeah.
said, I love when people compliment my wife.
Yeah, she look good. Okay, it's evenly distributed.
Shout out to
just-
Russell.
I was like, God damn.
Russell doing his thing. He said, I know what I
That
made.
homegrown, that natural.
Okay.
Okay.
Russell said, I know what I created.
Yeah.
You gave me the perfect segue.
Yeah.
So I'm about to play a clip, and it's this artist who was giving away Plan B pills at her world tour during her
Is it Suki?
Guts world tour.
Is it Suki?
No, it's not Suki.
I'm crying.
It's not somebody of our culture.
Oh, all right. Cool. Yay.
Yeah, it's good.
Wow. Wow.
Hey guys, it's Olivia. I'm so
Olivia?
excited. Tonight is the very first show of the Guts World Tour. And before I pop on stage, I wanted to come on here and talk about something that I'm really excited about, which is the Fun for Good, which is an initiative that I'm launching as part of the Guts World Tour. The Fun for Good works to support all women, girls, and people seeking reproductive health freedom. The fund will directly support community-based nonprofits that champion things like girls' education, support reproductive rights, and prevent gender-based violence. A portion of all of the proceeds from the ticket sales of the Guts World Tour will go to the Fund for Good, which I'm very excited about. And for the North American leg of the Guts World Tour, I'll be partnering with the National Network of Abortion Funds to help those impacted by healthcare barriers in getting the reproductive care they deserve. To learn more about reproductive health resources and how you can help, visit abortionfunds.org, or you can stop by the National Network of Abortion Funds table at your local Guts World Tour stop. So thank you so much for supporting this cause that I care so deeply about, and I can't wait to see you all on tour. Thanks again. Mwah.
Y'all think this was a published thing?
Okay, so off the rip, and I don't even know if I want to say this, but like, okay, right, as a doula, right, um, I support birth. I support feminine health and wellness. I support all things from conception to after postpartum. But I also support end of life as well. So, with that being said, without saying things, there are plenty of things you can do if you want something in life, right? And you can do these things independent of facilities, in medication, and whatever else they promote to you. All it takes is proper resources and or proper knowledge. And if you don't want to utilize either, I very much feel sorry for you. Sometimes when I see certain things like that, I feel like a portion of proceeds goes to X, Y, and Z. That line in itself always
thin.
bothers me
It's thin.
because that portion could be one person.
It's thin.
And whatever the percentage, no matter how much it is, it's not about the money. Whatever the percentage is, if it's donated to the causes that they say it's donated to, bravo, congratulations. I love that for you. I love that for the people who don't know there are other options. You're still giving that to them. But what's your reason? I don't know why I always feel like that, but like, what's your point? Like, why? Did you have an experience? Because normally when people do anything with birth work or feminine health and wellness, is because they either had a lack thereof or they had their own personal experience that was like they didn't like it. It didn't go so well. So I started this because I wanted other people to have an option for X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, so on that note, my head instantly went to the law that was passed on the abortion.
Oh, no, of course, for sure, for sure. But typically, a lot of people don't respond to things that don't affect them.
Facts.
So that's why it always goes to my head of like, what's your reason behind this, and what's the percentage? Like when I personally, like me personally, and then
Probably
my
was
business,
one
because
that got into it.
I donate separately. So like me as a person, I donate to certain things, and then my business donates to certain things.
I got you.
But I do very thorough research on the things that I choose to donate to, because I don't want, especially for my business, I don't want my business to be associated with anything that's just like bullshit.
Got you.
So like more so I donate to a lot of things independently than I do publicly. Like a lot of the last public thing I donated to was like the bailout refund for when people were
I know what you're talking about.
because get them people out of jail for sure. They deserve to be home. Freedom. Yeah. But outside of that, when people come up with things like this, it's like, well, what's your reasoning? And normally people have a mission statement. I'm really big on, like I said, doing the back work, doing the research, doing the shadow work of why you chose to get into this. So when you make videos like that and you don't give a reason as to why you even chose to support something like this, it's kind of iffy for me personally.
And that's
because
exactly
when
why
I stand behind something, it's like, okay, this is what I stand behind, and I stand behind this because X, Y, Z.
For sure.
Because the biggest thing of branding is making it personal. So if you separate yourself from the reason of the branding, I'm already looking sideways, because what you doing this for? Who told you to do this?
Why are you here?
That's
Is this a
exactly
part? No,
why.
seriously, why are you here? Because like, if it's not genuine and if it's not actually happening, you could say whatever you want to say for the public. You could say, oh, this portion is going to this. And that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Like for my birthing classes, a portion of the proceeds actually go to moms in need.
Okay.
So whether it's me personally for my business, for my doula business, donating things, or me partnering with another business that gives like free like pantry items to people, whatever it is, a portion of that class goes towards that.
Yep,
But
I got
like,
you.
there's an actual paper trail that you can actually search
Follow,
and you can
and
see
I
that
got you.
this happens. So when you say these things, like, are you actually doing the work that you say you're doing?
That's
Because
exactly
you can say
why.
whatever you want to say.
Yep. Yes, you
But
can.
how can we find out? How can we follow this actually happening, and who put that in mind? Because I know for me personally,
Again.
I got into the whole birth work spectrum after my personal experience of birth. And it was just like, I know that advocating for yourself is not something that someone should do, but me being in my strong willed mind and I could do all of this shit myself or whatever. Yeah. I that's what I did. And I'm like, okay, if I could do this for myself, imagine what I could do for other
people,
women
yeah.
that like they don't have to worry about shit but getting a baby out, and I could do everything else.
Yeah.
So like me becoming a doula and me being an advocate for birth work and anything feminine health and wellness stemmed from my own personal journey. And anybody who follows any of my businesses, they know that because that information is out there.
Yeah.
So what are you doing this for?
Yeah.
Like, why are you here?
It takes us back to my first question.
Clap it up.
Was this a publicist?
Well, hold on. So we're gonna clap it up for Sacred Room Doula. You know what I'm saying? Sacred Room Doula on Instagram. Go follow,
No,
go subscribe,
real
go
rap.
support the ladies.
Follow, like, and subscribe.
Big prayer.
Yeah.
Big prayer. Yeah.
But that does take us back to my first question. Was because it felt like her publicist was like, here, do this.
Mm-hmm. Say this.
Who knows though?
Who knows? You're right.
It's
Who knows?
it's
But
a
that's how
crazy
it
thing to
came
do.
off.
It's a crazy thing to do. It's something
Yeah.
that I think is definitely needed with the way the world is set up
Especially
today.
Olivia.
And-
They picked Olivia.
I mean, you said they picked her, but even still, then to do it on your tour for the whole North American leg, it's a feat. It shows some collaboration and whatever the motivations is. Some women who weren't able to get that type of thing in certain areas will be able to. Fuck y'all. You know what?
That's not why I'm laughing. I'm
Fuck y'all, we
laughing at
gonna-
my intrusive thought. So first of all, my intrusive thought said if it wasn't if Haley ain't get if the what the sister
Oh, that wine
ain't
ain't
get,
kicked in. Talking shit about me.
if the sister ain't get pregnant, they would have picked her for this commercial.
I don't even know who the hell this person is. So yeah, maybe, I guess. Either way.
You know.
You know exactly
Haley,
who I'm talking about. The sister, Haley Bailey.
Chloe and Haley.
Oh.
I wasn't trying to put a name to it, but Haley Bailey.
Oh, okay. Who is that to this person? Hey, hey, these people, this is y'all topics. Hey,
They
love,
are the same-
Can you
all
give
right.
us a Love is Blind update before the reunion?
All right, so Love is Blind season 6 has come to an end, and the reunion at the time has not come out yet. But there were a lot of people talking about this season in particular. For one, this is the first season that has happened where most of the couples did not make it to the aisle. It was only 2 couples that made it to the aisle. And let's get into it because one of my comments actually went viral. It's literally at like almost 2,000 likes right now. On, I don't even remember what
right.
what platform.
Let me know
matter.
if this is recent or not, because I've seen one where it was, I think she looked like she was Hispanic and he was Hispanic too or something like that.
Okay.
And they was walking up and they had the balls in their hand and she smashed it. Like, they walked up and he was smiling. He was like, hi, yeah. He thinking everything cool. And John said he cheated on her and she smashed it at the,
But so this season, only 2 couples made it actually down the aisle, and behind the scenes, people don't understand that regardless of what the show is said to be about, it is still actually a show and a full production, and everybody still had to sign contracts. And a part of the show is you're supposed to make it down the aisle. So whether you say no, not that you're supposed to get married, y'all are
Yeah, you
supposed
gotta make
to
it to the
go
finale.
down the aisle. You can say yes or no once you get there, but you're supposed to make it down the
so
aisle.
they weren't
Otherwise,
even
you
walking
get
down the
fined.
aisle. They was like runaway bride.
I mean, yes and no, because it's still very much a decision that you can make. They're not forcing you to get married, but you are supposed to walk down the aisle at the very least. And you choose at the altar whether you want to marry this person or not. That's a part of the show. The point is to understand if love is blind. And the point is to get married at the end of the, 6 weeks or whatever. So at this situation, it happened to only be 2 couples making it down the aisle. And exactly what I thought was going to happen from the very beginning actually happened. The one couple that got married, I knew they were going to get married because it made sense for them. And even still in that, I knew they were going to get married, but I'm not sure how long they're going to last unless one of them is willing to conform on one thing. This is a couple where she's very holistic. She doesn't believe in abortion. She doesn't believe in taking birth control, and he's very adamant about not having children until they are, at a certain point in their relationship and they are at a certain financial space in their relationship, which makes sense.
Understand on both
But
sides.
yeah, it doesn't necessarily make sense for both of them together unless you guys are taking the necessary precautions to not have a child, even with y'all being married. And the second couple where it was like, I could see how it could possibly work, but realistically, unless, the other person decided to do more work up front, it wasn't going to make sense. And they, can't even be considered as a spoiler alert at this point because the season's is done now. But the people I'm talking about Clay and AD, and these are the people. They're a black couple. And she said something that was very important to me. It was she classified herself as, the fixer-upper, where she always dealt with people who needed additional help, and she kind of felt like she needed to always take on these projects. So Clay also was a project in himself, and he was aware of that. I'm not sure of the people that she's dated prior to him, and if they were aware of the situation that they were in, but during the show, at least, he was very much aware of his shortcomings and his flaws and what he needed to fix. And what I think was very respectful of him is that at the altar, he told her that he was not ready to get married. Now, he never said he did not want to be with her. He actually enforced the fact that he wanted to try and he wanted to become the husband that he wanted to be and the husband that she needed in the future. He wasn't ready to say, I want to marry you right now and today.
Respectable.
I said the same thing.
That is respectable.
And people were going off because they're like, oh my gosh, he could have told her that beforehand. How dare you drag her down the aisle? This is so traumatic. I hope she feels better. Fucking both of y'all knew what the fuck y'all was signing up for.
Yeah, and he never
coming
said
on
he
to this
didn't want
show.
to be with her.
Number one. Number two, he said he needed to work on himself, which he said multiple times in the relationship, in the pods, when they met each other, before even getting to this aisle. Anybody with common sense knew that man was not finna marry her because of the shit that he was saying. Like, he was not in the headspace. And then at that, his parents also, his mom and dad were married for 24 years, but they ended up getting a divorce because his dad did not treat his mother well. He had succumbed to infidelity. They had a thing, and that's just what happened. He spoke heavily on how he did not know what relationships looked like outside of cheating because that's all he seen growing up. His dad was a chronic cheater. Okay? And a lot of people can resonate with that, of knowing that marriages either are non-existent or the marriages that you did see, they were toxic because nobody was actually doing what was supposed to be done in said marriage. So for people to be upset and in an uproar for the fact that he chose not to marry her at that point, I feel like y'all so used to hurt people hurting people. Y'all are so used to just this generational curse being done over and over and over again that you don't see when someone's actually trying
to better themselves.
To better themselves for somebody that they see worth it. Like, this man prior to this show, allegedly, has never seen someone worth the fight enough to want to make the necessary changes for himself to be that man that he should be for his wife in the future.
Oh, that's crazy.
So y'all sitting here upset that he didn't marry her. Y'all would have been more upset if he said I do, and then 6 months down the line, he was a cheater. He was a liar. He wasn't in a relationship the way he should have been because he was too focused on working on himself. Like, y'all want this microwave ass shit to happen. And it's, yes, the point of the show is to know if love is blind. You can fall in love without getting married.
Facts.
I feel like, yes, they definitely fell in love with each other. But that doesn't mean they have to marry each other
Facts.
right here, right now.
Facts.
Yes, I love you. I'm not ready for marriage right now, though. Let me get myself together so that when we say I do, that's it. We're not stepping back. We're not getting divorced. We're not going back and forth over the shit that's minuscule because I've done the work for myself. That's what happened. And I feel like, shout out to Clay, and I feel like after this fucking reunion happens, they're going to be together. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'm saying this shit now. They're going to be together.
As a man, that is respectful.
For sure. For sure.
For you to know your feelings and for you to know what you got going on, how you got going on, and be able to explain it, let alone get it off. You're doing something right.
Kudos to you.
Real
Kudos to
rap.
you. I'm excited for the reunion, just because there were definitely a lot of other things that have transpired that need to be talked about. And yeah, I'm ready for it. Period.
But so I had a few questions for you about Love Is Blind. So what's this whole thing I've been seeing going on with this clip of what's his name, the black guy's parents?
Yeah.
And how he learned a lot from his father and in that situation, and just the dialogue that people are not like. That clip's been circling crazy, and I wanted to know, like, what's that about?
Well, I'm not sure what clip you're talking about, but I do feel like that his dad, Clay is his name. I feel like his dad came on there to kind of like show face and just put his accolades out there. He was very much not, he didn't come from a place of, I'm here for you, son. He came from a place of, you're following in my footsteps, and I was this man before you, and then you came along and you were kind of a better version of me. And then at the end of it all, he said a whole bunch of shit to say absolutely nothing, which alluded to the fact of, whatever the decision is that you make, we're going to support you. And I mean, honestly, what else can you expect from a person who treated his mother horribly, right? I couldn't expect anything more from him. He couldn't have given any sound advice of how to treat a woman because you've never treated a woman properly. Yeah. So you can't in turn tell me how to treat a woman. It was very much, it gave, I'm here for TV. Even the suit, like, remember I was like, yo, look at his suit. Like, he came on there flyer than the fucking man getting married. Like, what? And it was just like, oh, okay, you here for a show. That's what you here for. You're not here to support your dad. Even Clay said, he was like, I mean, I didn't really think I was going to see him. Yeah. So it's just like, oh, you came here for the opportunity to be on television. You didn't come here to support your son. And what really stuck out to me was actually the conversation between Clay's mom and dad, where his mom was so forgiving, as women typically are, was just so, like, in a space where she was beyond whatever had happened between them, too.
It's been a while, too.
Yeah, but she was like, he said something to the fact of, AD's a good girl, and I know he's going to do right by her. And his mom quickly got that shit together and was like, yeah, you had a good girl, and you didn't do right by me. And yeah, she was like, yeah, we gonna leave this conversation here, but we don't need to talk about it again
right now.
Yeah. So it's just like, when it comes down to your parents or the people, because it doesn't necessarily have to be your parents, but the people who you've taken certain things from, and they may be, a few years older than you, and you think that this is the right of way because this is what you had in front of you. Like, once you really get to understand who and how they were and what they chose to do with their lives, you really get to make an informed decision on who and how you want to be. Yeah. And I think that it was very big of Clay, again, still to say what he said, given the examples that he had, because his father clearly wasn't shit. Okay? Clearly wasn't shit. And that was the biggest thing that was going around, was just like, he gave a long, drawn-out speech of basically saying, like, if you think you're not ready, you're right. If you think that you're, outclassed, you are. If you feel like this person isn't going to be the right person for you, you're right. And like stuff of that nature, but it's just like, okay, that's great. And I hear you. And I understand what you're saying. But what sound advice did you, even as a person who's been in the situation that you were in, you could have offered advice from the opposite spectrum, like, hey, listen, I fucked up with your mom, and I didn't know then, but I know now that she was everything that that I could have ever needed. So what I'm saying to you is, don't walk in my footsteps. Don't make the same mistakes. If you know that this person is going to be here for you in and out, day and night, make sure you're ready to reciprocate that. Otherwise, you're just not ready.
Facts.
I would have appreciated that conversation coming from somebody like him more than whatever the fuck fake ass
Actually
profound
happened.
shit he tried to give. Because, like, bro, you ain't even say shit. You said all them words and said nothing.
Yeah.
Like, huh? And it was just like, I know he, for the cameras, of course, you have to, oh, yeah, Dad, that was, I'm glad you stopped by, whatever. That shit didn't mean shit. And I am really excited to see how this plays out. Because TV or not, there's still a portion of it that is very, like, the experience that they had was very real, even though it was a produced show.
Yeah.
The experience that they had was real.
They still was there.
And I definitely am looking forward to seeing how that worked out in the end.
Well, on to more reality TV show that I have not seen, but I do support all these endeavors. Magic, you want to tell us about the Drewski House episode 1? Like, what is it? What is he doing? Is it real reality
Drewski.
TV? But like, how are the Drewski has a sense of real element to it to me too.
All right,
like,
so
could have been me seeming a little bit like, all
it's
right,
literally y'all if you know, but his Could Have Been Records been having auditions all over the place. And it's certain people from those auditions that are in this Could Have Been house. He got the Could Have Been house is basically his like step into a reality TV show. Like, they have cameras all over the house. It's contestants. It's people in there. It's some of y'all favorites, honestly. The boy that was dancing with his shirt off during COVID, he in the house. You got that midget, the dancing midget that be doing skits and shit. He in the house. It's a couple of people in the crib, but you got a couple fake ass singers and shit like that. Excuse my language, but yeah. Yeah, the house is hilarious. It's more on, it's like Drewski's putting himself into trying to let people know that he's ready for a reality TV show, but then at the same time he's making fun of reality TV shows. So it's like, it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
oh, okay, all right. What is what's the goal? What do they win?
Could Have Been Records. I know you win some money. I forgot how much the money is, but I forgot how much it is. But
would you do it?
You just
Would
win
you
some
be on
money.
Could Have Been
Fuck no, I
Records?
would not be on no Could Have Been Records.
Hey yo, why not?
I'm not making a fool of my. First of all, if I'm gonna make a fool of myself, I'm gonna go on a higher platform than Could Have Been Records.
Wow.
If I don't make a fool of myself.
Like, I ain't doing it for nothing.
Okay.
If I was to ever do it, Could Have Been, I would rather be one of his I want to be on the side where you at. Let me sit behind the desk when you doing auditions, or let me be one of your bodyguards so I can
you
get
gotta
these
be the
niggas
boss.
in
I
check.
got you.
Yo, get in line.
Hey yo, you as a security guard for Could Have Been is hilarious. That's a great idea. He needs to do that. So who you think's gonna win?
I don't know yet. This is the first episode. Really didn't give anything into much. It was just like them getting into the house.
Okay, wasn't no obvious favorite.
Nah. I mean, they are picking on a midget, but he's a midget.
But is
The
that
little person.
Is it so you think he might make it to them because he's so much of a
He
gimmick?
has so it's not. So he's a little person, but he makes fun of his own like size and stuff. So he got his own little funny je ne sais quoi kind of thing going off on him. And I honestly think that's going to keep him in the house. I don't think he going. I got to watch that season. Listen, episode 2 just dropped. So I will be watching it.
Copy. I mean, I didn't watch anything new. I've been watching pods, and New Rory and Maul were talking about an interesting topic about a couple different things, but the one I wanted to speak on was I just forgot it. Well,
That's crazy as hell.
that's crazy. So I was watching New Rory and Maul, and Why you laughing at my clap? I was watching New Rory and Maul, and they were talking about what your partner's last, like, what their last wish would be if they were terminally ill. And God forbid that ever happen to anybody in here. But if their last wish involves something you were uncomfortable with, would you voice it, or would you just like get it over with because you know they might be going in 2 weeks?
How you know they're going in 2 weeks? What if they get that
Miracle?
magical
Hey,
and last a couple more months? Now you guys deal with the fact that you allowed this.
Hey, yo, that's what your mind goes to? Somebody's terminally ill. Well, nigga, you could get a miracle, right? And then if you get the miracle and you live, and I got to deal with letting you fuck 17,000 women in
And you
2
always
hours.
gonna hit me with the, I never know what time I'ma go. No.
Hey, yo, you cynical. So would you treat them any differently? Like,
Huh?
would you treat somebody differently if they were terminally ill? Or would you be like, nigga, you, like, all right, cuz.
No, if you terminally ill and your demands is not no crazy, we could work with your demands. But if you want a crazy demand that I'm not down with, then I guess we're getting a divorce or we're breaking up, and you could make me your.
Man, you gonna break up with your husband on his deathbed? That's crazy.
I'm
Yo,
still around. I
sign
still
these
care for you.
papers.
I still care for you.
Papers.
I still love you. I'm just going to take everything at this point, and I'll still take care of you. I'll set the appointments up for you. You're a single man.
Hey, yo, ain't no more appointments. I'm checked out. They saying I got 2 weeks. I got a month or a month to 3 months to live.
You got a month to 3 months to live. Cool. So we don't have to get the divorce, but guess what? I will not. You will be paying me every single the way.
Hey, yo.
Cause I'm not doing it. I'm not. It's certain. No. You on your deathbed. You don't want just me.
Hey, I didn't add that caveat to it, but yeah, what if he did want sex with other people?
You on your deathbed. You don't want just me.
What the fuck? Listen, like I said, I'm really big on we don't own people, and more importantly, people are still allowed to have experiences and desires outside of us.
They are.
My thing is,
But
I just want to
You don't
know.
need to explore them.
Yes, you do. Cause who the fuck
When you're
are
younger,
you?
not on your deathbed.
What? That doesn't even make sense.
I'm fucking with you.
Like, my thing is, I just want to know. I don't care about nothing else. I just want to know. So it's like, if there is something, I hate when people get into situations or relationships and they act like eyes no longer exist and desires no longer exist. Oh, all I want is you. That's fucking bullshit.
That's a good question. How long we been
fucking
together?
bullshit. It don't even matter. I don't care if it was 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, or 10. It doesn't matter. Like
10 years, I got a little hole.
It doesn't matter. Like, it's just, like, you are a human being. And yes, I can love you to death and still want to experience other people and vice versa. Like, why the fuck do you think that you are entitled to my being an entity as a soul? Like, it just doesn't, that doesn't make sense. That is not even the natural way of life. Like,
so you watching and participating to make sure he cool? Like he on the, he got an IV. You got me.
I'm gonna know you cool because that's how we going to determine what all could be done beforehand. Like,
no, I'm saying in the action though. Like, let's say he's terminally ill, dick work, but he can't move around all crazy. So
I'm hospice. You're not touching this pussy no more.
How did that make hospice?
Not hospice. Y'all know what I meant.
What?
I'm gonna be a nurse.
Hey, I'm a hospice. It's hilarious.
I'm gonna be a nurse. Sorry.
All right. Well, yeah. If it's necessary, sure, why not? I mean, I don't have an issue with these things. Like, do what makes you happy.
All right,
like,
but what if it's not a sexual thing? They want to something crazy people do. Let's say they want to you crazy, so all this stuff I'm thinking of is stuff you would do with somebody terminally ill.
Yeah, I'm like, you gonna have to find some shit.
She might just do whatever, yeah, so boom.
But my point in that is, like, it doesn't matter. Like, if whatever it is you want to do and you want to have that experience with somebody else, like, fucking go for it.
I can't stop you. That's why I said I'm gonna just
leave. No, it's not even. I'm saying that I wouldn't feel no type of way about it. Like, we are fucking humans. Like, we have. things that we want to fucking do that sometimes other people don't want to do. That's like even in your relationship, like, oh, I want to go outside today. Well, I want to stay inside today. We have two people who want to do two different things. Are you going to fucking leave them because they want to fucking go outside and you want to fucking stay in?
Oh no, you could go outside.
Okay, so what the fuck is the difference between them wanting to fuck somebody else or them wanting to do some whole other shit that you don't want to do with somebody else? Like, I really don't get the problem. I don't get it. What is the issue? I'm asking.
Magic.
I'm asking both of y'all.
Now that you kind of say it like that, I'm kind of trying to think of
What
the
fuck is
problem.
the answer? But that's my thing. And when you put it into perspective, it's just like, damn. Well, what really is the problem here? I don't know, but it just don't sound like I like it, so I don't like it. Oh, okay, cool.
Well, it'll be more on the effect of like, all right, yeah, you got these couple of days or a couple of weeks or whatever it is, and this is what you want to do, fine. But I'm going to take myself out the situation. I'm going to make sure you're cool. I'm not saying I'm going to disappear. No, I'm still going to be around. I'm still going to make sure you're cool. I'm still going to set your appointments up. Like, this who you want? Cool, I go get the bitches. There. I just probably won't be in the situation.
But why is that a deal breaker for you?
It'll only be a deal breaker if we've been together for some years. Cause I'm already emotionally attached, and I'm already kind of fucked up with. I don't take death like good at all. Period. Like coming death here. I don't take it good at all. Like it's not something that me personally take.
I'm so
immature.
She said coming death, and I pictured somebody dying.
Shut up.
Go ahead.
How do you think the person that's actually dying is taking it though? And that's my biggest thing when it comes to things like the end of life things. You have to learn how to not be selfish because it's not about you. You're not the one dying.
It's not. But that's why I said I will still be around.
But you're removing yourself.
Still take myself out of that.
You're removing
whatever
yourself.
his request is, I would have to take myself out of that request. And you can have anybody in that request. I'll still be here. I'll still take care of whatever has to be taken care of. You want cuddles, we could cuddle. But when it comes to whatever you want to request, and especially when it comes to, I want a threesome or I want somebody, cool. We could set that up, but I probably won't be, I'm not going to be involved in it. I already got too much feelings in this. All right, every time I'm thinking, like, I'm trying to fight my shit for you already. Mm-hmm. I don't need to push it even further.
Okay.
So that's kind of.
I mean, I can understand from both spectrums. It's like, you have your boundaries, you have your hard notes, you have your things that you just aren't willing to, say no to. But like, damn, he dying.
Shit, everybody dying. It's a person dying every day, B.
Hey yo.
I just can't.
But,
I told you I don't take death right.
On to some Patreon topics. This has been your Friendly Neighborhood Podcast. I am your host, Jay. And thank y'all for tuning in. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe on all social media platforms. Go, run them comments up. Apply the sentence application. It's needed here, all right? Hey, she gives good severance packages. You good enough, you might get a meal. You know what I'm saying? She's a great time. That definitely hit her up for that. Anything else y'all want to plug?
That's it. That's the plug. Get that.
Yo,
Get that. Yeah.
Catch my stream and go hit that application. Yo, hit that application.
And as always, go shop mgottibeauty.com. You know what I'm saying? It's 1 o'clock. mgottibeauty.com for all your needs. A podcast merch coming on there soon. Prolific hats coming soon. You know what I'm saying? There's designs there. Just got to get them done and mocked up. Can't wait for that to happen. We appreciate y'all and bye.
Bye.